Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I want to be free as can be.
They say that freedom is the ability to fully experience life. The GUT Credit Union is giving you the freedom to choose. Get a loan for any purpose, whether it's consolidating your debt, buying a vehicle, owning your home, back to school, or a dream vacation. We offer competitive rates with terms and payments that fit your lifestyle. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/freedom to start enjoying your life, your money, your way. Promotion ends September 30th, 2022. Special conditions apply. More freedom, more choices. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is Network News for Tuesday, September 6, 2022. In the headlines, NDC administration pressed to make major decisions as Grenlec reels from losses. Government launches new stimulus package. Former Grenada Tourism Authority chairman calls for regional travel to be urgently addressed. Regional East St. Lucian Prime Minister warns against complacency as COVID protocols are relaxed. Internationally, new British Prime Minister faced with a series of challenges. Plus, in the sports news, netball takes the limelight amidst calls for grassroots development and a deeper focus on the men's game. Stay with us. We'll be back in a while.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Hello from us at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Major decisions are pending which could have dire effects on the incomes of Grenadians who may have to pay more for some goods and services. While government will be extending the cap on the 20-pound cylinder of cooking gas, the cap on the price of fuel at the pumps may be removed. Rena Thomas reports.
The NDC government has hinted that the cap in fuel prices at the pump and the 25% reduction in the non-fuel charges for the Grenada Electricity Company may be removed. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell at the government post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday says that a final decision will be made in cabinet next Monday.
As you're aware, the prior administration had capped the retail price per gallon of fuel at the pump to $15 per gallon. At the next post-cabinet briefing, we will make an announcement as to whether that will remain in place or whether we will remove the cap. And if we do, what are the measures we will take to assist with ameliorating the price of fuel at the pump. The prior administration had taken a decision to discount the non-fuel charge per kilowatt of electricity for Grenlec's consumers by 25%. We will also be making an announcement after the next cabinet meeting as to the government's position on this.
Grenlec has seen a loss of $4 million in revenue due to the reduction, says the Prime Minister. He also indicated that government has a $1 million debt due to the cap on fuel.
I should point out that in relation to the 25% reduction of the non-fuel charge per kilowatt, that Grenlec has lost over or not collected over $11 $11 million as a result of that measure. I should also point out that in relation to the cap on fuel prices, that the government is now owing the suppliers of fuel close to $1 million as a result of that. So those measures which have been taken to ease the cost of living do have significant financial, fiscal consequences for the government. And so we have to ensure that in our approach to mitigating the high cost of living, that the government is also fiscally responsible in terms of the approaches that it takes.
Meanwhile, other measures put in place by the previous administration to mitigate the cost of living in Grenada will be extended by the new government to year-end.
So effective as of the 1st of September and continuing until the end of December, the government has agreed to maintain the zero rating of VAT on electricity consumption for domestic consumers with usage up to 500 kilowatts per hour until December 31, 2022. The government will continue to maintain the removal of the environmental levy for domestic consumers with usage of up to 500 kilowatts until December 2022, and that's in relation to electricity consumption. In relation to the price of cooking gas, or what is known as the LPG 20-pound cylinders, the government has again taken the decision to continue to maintain the fixed price of the LPG gas at $40 per bottle.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Meanwhile, more burdens are being lifted as the NDC administration has launched its first stimulus package. One of its main components focuses on small and micro businesses in Grenada. More in this Rena Pett Thomas report.
Small and micro-sized enterprises in Grenada can access up to $30,000 in grant funding to inject into their businesses. This falls under the third component of Stimulus Package 3.0, which government launched on Tuesday. It is the first stimulus package to be rolled out under the new NDC government and is being dubbed a hand-up and not a hand-down to businesses. This package is slightly different from the other stimulus packages rolled out by the previous government, as businesses will not necessarily receive cash, but rather be able to obtain assets. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell says the grant is for both formal and informal businesses that are still struggling from the impact of COVID-19.
And the aim is not simply just provide capital injection or cash support. What we are seeking to do is to assist persons in particular, for example, persons who may need equipment or who may need to buy stock, as the case may be, to be able to provide direct funding to the suppliers of the equipment so that they're able to get the equipment. To that extent, we are also going to ensure that customs duties, particularly the common external tariff and the VAT, that will be charged on any equipment that a person may need as part of this $30,000 grant is waived.
As part of the grant, technical training will also be available for businesses in the form of book and record keeping, accounting, marketing, among other areas. The Prime Minister speaks of the targeted areas of this aspect of the program.
The aim is to have these funds disbursed from September to December of 2022. It is a grant, which means that the beneficiaries are not required to repay the monies to the government. Our expectation is that the grant funding will be used to assist persons in starting their businesses, as the case may be, or in supporting the businesses that already exist, or in helping persons to further expand the businesses that they already exist. The total sum available under this category is $10 million. And so we expect that between September and December, successful applicants will in fact receive their grants.
The stimulus package will be under the COVID-19 Economic Support Secretariat, and the Deputy Project Coordinator Chinel Anju explains how persons can sign up for the grant.
Application forms are available at our offices. Our main office is located at the Kirani James National Stadium. That's the east wing of the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. That That's at Queen's Park. Once you get to the stadium compound, you just ask any security officer for the stimulus office and they'll be able to direct you. We have an office for persons in Carriacou who resides in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, located at the upper floor of the District Revenue Office in Hillsborough, Carriacou. We also would have forms available electronically online on our website, which is finance.gd. We have a web page. You just click on the CES banner and it will direct you to the CES page. Okay, so we have our line is 435-1459. Persons can also contact us at 416-0097, which is the main mobile number.
The first component of the stimulus package is an injection of $3.1 million into the seed program. The second component sums up to $2.2 million, which assists individuals who are still unemployed due to COVID-19. These persons can apply to the Secretariat monthly to receive a standard payment of $500. The entire stimulus package will run from September to year end. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Reducing taxes and creating a single Caribbean space are recommendations being put forward to attract regional travel. A former chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority is hopeful for improvement of regional airlift. Christina John has that story.
Former chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Barry Colombo, expresses concern over the downward spiral in regional travels. He believes it's about time the issue of regional airlift be taken more seriously. Colombo pointed out in an exclusive interview with GBN that over time people are traveling less within the region due to high ticket prices and taxes. He notes that Grenada is in a fortunate position in terms of the numbers of visitors to the island, especially from the US and UK markets.
I'm very concerned about the failure and almost closure of the Caribbean market through the collapse of LIAT. I think that anything that Caribbean governments can do to encourage LIAT or a LIAT-like service to be back, I think vitally important. This Caribbean market has proven to be a very loyal, faithful, and one that is tested over time and has continued to thrive over time. But it cannot survive without an airline.
Colombo says this is a testament to the work put in by members of the GTA and other stakeholders in showcasing Grenada to the world. He says he has some recommendations.
I think Caribbean governments need to look at either removing or significantly reducing all of the ticket taxes on Caribbean air travel within the Caribbean. And I think we have to recognize that. So by removing the taxes or significantly reducing them, and then having the airlines commit to not increasing the ticket.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Spare pocket, spare the earth, always act when let you come first. Save energy, save our time, we choose your wattage and we choose your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare pocket, spare the earth, always act when let you come first. Spare pocket, spare the earth, always act when let you come first.
Hubbard's is adapting to the times to enhance your shopping convenience with its new online store. You can now shop for appliances, hardware, houseware, builder's material, and still enjoy free delivery island-wide. Start shopping now at www.hubbardshardware.gd. Safe, convenient, reliable. Hubbard's. Quality service, affordable prices.
Be ready for school with the coolest deals from Courts. Free gift with your back-to-school purchases. Plus big discounts on cell phones, computers, printers, televisions, and more. Shop today with no cash and get instant credit on 3 to 48 months credit plan. Save big with great deals and head back to school in style. Only from Courts. Bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Pfizer celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Arise Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
Solar lights are back in stock and will be available for purchase at Southern Electrical. Here is a list of the solar lights that we offer. 200 to 300 watt intelligent floodlights with camera, 300 to 500 watt solar street lights, 60, 100, 200 and 500 RGB solar floodlights, 100, 200, 300, 500 and 800 solar floodlights, solar garden lights, 25, 40, 60, 100 and 200 watt solar floodlights, 3, 7 and 10 watt solar wall lights, motion center garden lights, motion sensor floodlights, 30, 60 and 90 watt solar street lights with accessories, 5 watt solar wall lamps, 40 and 60 solar street lights, and 100 and 300 solar floodlights with battery power display. Now available at Southern Electrical, Dusty Highway, St. George. Visit our showroom today. GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We're back here at Television Center. Educators recently concluded a Proud of My Heritage workshop to preserve Grenada's intangible culture. Details in this report.
21 workshop attendees, inclusive of 14 primary school teachers from the Grace Lutheran School, participated in a 3-day educators workshop from August 31 to 2nd September 2022 at the Grace Lutheran School. This workshop was to equip the teachers with skills to assist the Intangible Cultural Heritage, or ICH, project in designing, developing, and implementing the Proud of My Heritage education program resource guide for students in grades 5 and 6. A critical phase to raise awareness on Grenada's heritage. ICH researcher John Angus Martin and curriculum designer teacher Gloria Bonaparte led the workshop. Martin outlined the objectives of the workshop.
The 3-day workshop was to introduce the Heritage Resource Guide to teachers and to train them how to use it. So we went through all of the guide, page by page, element by element, showing the teachers the breakdown of intangible cultural heritage so that they can get a full understanding of it and how to take the material from the resource guide and create lesson plans and integrate it into their curriculum and everyday teaching.
Gloria Victoria Bonaparte, curriculum designer and teacher, said this is the pilot phase of what they hope can be implemented in every public and private school in Grenada.
Teachers will have to take this document and bring it alive in the classroom, get the children involved now. So if they want to do a social practice, something that happens at home, for example, prayers and chants, they ask the children to go home and speak to their parents, speak to granny. What's some of the prayers that we would have learned, or you would have learned when you were a child? And when did you say those prayers? Who taught you those prayers, that kind of thing? So you get the children's perspective on the elements that are outlined in the resource guide.
Sessions were also facilitated by Principal of the Grace Lutheran School, Pastor Ib Meyer. The one-year project aims to record, protect, and safeguard most of the intangible cultural heritage elements of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique that are under threat of disappearing and unknown to nationals, especially young generations. The purpose of this project is to save the old recipes, medicines, seasonings, crafts, stories, photos, songs, dances, games, and ways of doing things from earlier times. The 3 phases of the Proud of My Heritage project include documenting the intangible cultural heritage of Grenada, creating a heritage curriculum program for primary schools, and increasing awareness through media campaign. Within the first 3 months of the Intangible Cultural Heritage Proud of My Heritage project, formally launched in February, 96 ICH coordinators and technicians were trained in techniques to document intangible cultural heritage elements. They were provided with tools to conduct fieldwork from July to September 2022. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Continuing and developing the legacy of rural enterprises in schools is the focus of a recent initiative by government. This as the Ministry of Agriculture donated goats to the St. Patrick's Anglican School. Christina John reports.
The St. Patrick Anglican School is a recipient of 4 goats from the Ministry of Agriculture's goat facility at Laura in St. David, as the ministry commits to assisting the school with its goat dairy project. In a short ceremony at the school last Friday, Livestock Officer Nugent Bernard handed over 2 breeding bucks and 2 dolins to the cause of the project. The school's goat dairy project began in 2010 for the sole purpose of producing goat's milk to be used in the school feeding program and also serve as an auxiliary to the Belmont Estate Farm, supplying them with fresh goat's milk. However, the production of goat's milk was interrupted when the project was dealt an unfortunate blow, losing a large portion of its stock of over 20 does during the COVID-19 pandemic, reducing it to only 4. Nugent Bernard says the donation will be used to enhance their breeding program.
Because our figures had drastically dropped, there is serious need for us to increase numbers, right? And again, if we had to come back to the production levels where we used to produce milk, sell to Belmont Estate, right? It means that we must up the figures, right? And one of the natural ways of doing it is having natural meeting. So these 2 box would be primarily for breeding, right? And I think maybe moving forward, we may extend the breeding facility to outside farmers in the surrounding areas who may need breeding service, of course, maybe for a small fee.
Accepting on behalf of the school was teacher Davis John, who says this will bring in some much needed income.
It's timely and it's very important because over the years before COVID, we enjoyed a very healthy stock of animals here, over 20 plus. And after COVID came in, we lost almost everything. And it's really important that the ministry saw it fit to increase our stock by allowing us to get this 2 buck and the 2 doe, which would go a long way in getting us back to the numbers that we were before COVID. We don't really use the milk at school at present. We don't have the facilities to do all the pasteurization and stuff. So it would bring in some revenue because we would, as Mr. Nugent Bernard said, we collaborate with Belmont Estate, get the milk to them, and they do the production of goat cheese. So additional income for the school and for the dairy project in general would be very, very beneficial to us.
Christina John, GBN News.
Other news, an ongoing dispute dating back to the year 2000 between the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union and CIBC First Caribbean International Bank has finally been resolved. Here's what we can tell you. It is one of the issues which predated the proposed sale of First Caribbean to Grenada Cooperative Bank, which the union vehemently sought to delay if outstanding issues were not addressed.
Case of First Caribbean, we have a ruling from the Labor Commissioner on the question of overtime payment, where the bank illegally scheduled workers to work or set up the normal working period according to the labor code and has not paid them and is trying to hide behind something not to pay them. But we will not allow that to happen. There is a question of their standing and collective negotiations. And then there is the aspect of where the bank is trying to come up with some unimaginable way to pay workers their severance pay.
The issue recently came before the new Labour Commissioner, Reginald Lord. The outstanding dispute centered around the refusal of the bank to pay the correct rate of time and a half for scheduled overtime work carried out by workers on Fridays, dating back to the year 2000. The bank had already accepted former Labour Minister Peter David's recommendation that the workers must be paid for the period dating back to the year 2000. From which the breach first occurred. Labour Commissioner Reginald Lord met with the parties on Monday, August 29, 2022, and made his recommendations, which the bank accepted. The bank has requested time to revisit the calculations and make the corrected payments. Well, the sad news of the passing of a 15-year-old male student is what has been creating a buzz on social media. Beverly Telesford has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. One family in St. Andrew is mourning the loss of their 15-year-old male relative who was discovered hanging in his home in Birch Grove on Sunday morning.
15-year-old Dagani Peters was found hanging in his room by his mother on Sunday morning in Birch Grove, St. Andrew. The deceased was poised to start the new school term in Form 5 at the Grenada Boys Secondary School.
Social media users took to the comments section to express concerns about this latest development. The following views are that of members of the public and not of the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Gertrude said, "Let us pray for our youth. We don't know whatever they are going through. May God give you, the parents of this young man, the strength and comfort you really need right now to be strong for each other." Grace said, "My heart aches for that poor child who didn't have an outlet. Sleep well, my dear." Rosie added, "This is so sad. My thoughts and prayers go out to the family. Words cannot express my sadness in hearing this news. May his soul rest in peace." Carisha said, "So sad. I really wish he didn't take his life and had sought help or open up to his family about what was bothering him. He was so young and had a bright future. My deepest condolences to his family. God knows best." Josephine said, "Lord have mercy. Saw this child at orientation on Thursday. What could have happened for him to feel suicide is the only way out? Condolences to his family." Iva said, "This is heavy for any parent to carry. In this light, my personal opinion is that the school system is getting to these children's mental health and it goes unnoticed or not much attention is given a lot of the times. He knew what he was dealing. I wish his parents can at least get a clue so that their hearts can feel a little ease." Nicole said, "Condolences to his family. This is so sad. As a mother, this is heart-wrenching. Cover our young boys and girls, Lord, even when we do not directly know the persons involved. Incidents like this will always have a lasting memory and effect on us all. May his mom find strength and may that image not plague her mind. Jesus, Lord, cover them." And Dolly said, "This country does not have a system in place for depression. Counseling is not available, and they place us in the psychiatric hospital. And there you get worse." That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Still ahead, marathon runner representing non-profit organization Reach Within in preparation mode.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited. Now introducing Portland King Cement, Grenada's toughest and most high-quality cement, engineered with you in mind. Whether it's residential or industrial construction, Portland King Cement has been tested to achieve profound results that you can trust. The choice is clear. Choose Portland King, tougher than the rest. Visit Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited on Dusty Highway. Call telephone number 439-6605 or 440-6605. Or visit our two other locations, Wester Hall in St. David and Dunfermline in St. Andrew.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro. A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Anyhow you like it, a Crix Mix does it for you. Crix, anyhow you like it, a Crix Mix makes it good. Everything does good up, cheese does good up, ham does good up, peanut butter and lamb does good up, saltfish, tuna, guava good up. Crix in your hand, everything tastes good. No, that's good day. Anyhow you like it, a Crix Mix does it for you. Crix, anyhow you like it, a Crix Mix makes it good.
Crix, the vital supplies.
We're back. Beast mode in terms of preparation has begun in earnest for one marathon runner. Looking forward to continuing what has become a tradition. Despite the difficulties and setbacks of injuries, Philomena Robertson is keen on representing Reach Within at the New York City Marathon later this year and Boston Marathon in 2023. My colleague Jared Joseph has more.
It is close to that time of the year again, just 2 months away from the 2022 TCS New York City Marathon. The local organization, Reach Within, continues to have its work of helping children who experience trauma supported via fundraising efforts of its race representative, Philomena Robertson. As recent as Sunday, Ms. Robertson was in preparation mode as she participated in a half marathon to get her acclimatized to risk conditions.
This morning was just about testing the legs in the run-up to the marathon. I haven't been able to do much distance over the last few weeks because of Achilles injuries. But this morning was a test, and I think having completed a half marathon, that's good enough for me. So I know I got a half in reach just to build on that, do another half, and I'll have a full marathon.
Reach Within is a non-profit organization that transforms childhood trauma into healthy living by advancing trauma-informed caregiving in Grenada and the Caribbean. Robertson has been representing Reach Within at a number of marathons over the years, including the New York City and Boston marathons, where the proceeds from donors go toward the organization. She was satisfied to run within 3 hours on Sunday for the half marathon, which she notes can be built upon towards the New York City Marathon in November.
It was tough. Still battling with some pain. The hamstring's been bothering me too. So it's just a lot going on. But there's a level of mental toughness about this girl here. So whatever she puts her mind to, she's gonna finish.
And you're looking forward to the New York Boston Marathon?
Well, New York in November, yeah. Looking forward to that. Got the training on the way a bit late again because of the injuries, but I'm confident that things are going okay and I'll be able to pull it off.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Homeless man captured, but it's not what you think. Actually, it's a good deed that's recorded. It's time to take a peek through the GBN ISO lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Our ISO reporter tonight submitted this photograph of a homeless man who did a great deed by returning a wallet he found with loads of cash. The man, known as Gaza, is reported to have found the wallet and dropped it off at the Grenada Postal Corporation. Our citizen journalist commended the man for his honesty, adding that Gaza makes his money by washing down vehicles. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. Sports news and around the globe coming up.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
I'm a winner. You are winner. We are winners. Winners.
Be an instant winner
winner today with the NLA by simply purchasing your Daily Pick 3 and Playway tickets at your nearest agent or NLA outlet. As a proud sponsor of the CPL cricket coverage, the NLA continues to support the development of sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The NLA, making your dreams a reality.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
Enjoy, taste, love. Surely the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
Life insurance. You've heard about it before, seen the commercials, but have you ever really thought about how life insurance can benefit you and your family? Let's look at 5 ways life insurance can benefit and protect you and your family through life's expected and unexpected. 1. It provides finances for your child's education. 2. It can help you in providing collateral for loans. 3. It provides living benefits. 4. It provides a source of income upon retirement. And 5. It provides finances for final expenses such as funeral, cremation costs, and other related expenses. Contact Demerara Mutual today and speak to an agent to select a policy that best suits your existing needs.
Loss of sexual desire and endurance can be both devastating and frustrating to a man. To gain these feelings back with a sense of power and stamina that lasts, use Hard On Plus. Hard On Plus, this natural herbal male sexual formula enriched with zinc, has no side effects. Hard On Plus offers vitality and strength to last longer when it matters. For stamina, for strength, for pleasure. Get Hard On Plus.
Hard On Plus is available in Grenada at Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Hills and Valley Pharmacies in Grenada and Carriacou, We Care Pharmacy, Gittins Pharmacare, Grenada Pharmacy, Atlantic Health Supplies, and exclusively distributed by R.A. Clark Distributions. Phone 416-0426.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada copped the 3rd position in the just concluded inaugural America's Men's Netball Tournament. The tournament was held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Grenada won their final match against Antigua 40-32. Jamaica won the tournament and host St. Vincent finished in 2nd place. The team returned home today. All right, we can tell you this still with netball. Coach Paul McIntyre thinks that greater investment must be made to expand men's netball.
And but when I came to St. Vincent and I had we were in the management meeting, and I heard what in store for for netball in the male section. Wow, I didn't even know netball was played at that level. And if you see the Vincentians and the Jamaicans play male basketball, you would know that has been going on a pretty long time, and they must have seen something to want to introduce male netball. As you would understand, that just as they did to football is dominantly a male sport, basketball the same. Now they have involved the women in both of them. So I think they're trying to balance the table and having men into the netball sports. But it is quite interesting. And you listen to all of the young people who's involved talk about techniques and strategy. You know, it reminds me when I sat on the table of basketball.
Team captain Liebert Alexander, speaking ahead of the tournament, thinks the stigma is one of the hindrances to the growth of the sport.
The understanding from the people that the sport is a good sport and it's equal on both sides, both male and female. And as I would have stated, that they're actually trying to get the sport now into the Olympics. Hence the reason why they're giving the opportunity for males to be a part of the sport netball. So we calling on the public to understand the reality of what is actually going on. We have, cricket, female play cricket. We have football, female play football. And you see girls playing rugby, you see them playing all the tough sports, the contact sports and so forth. So, right, the guys are willing. We are, proud to represent the country. We're doing well and we're going to continue to do well.
Shifting our focus to women's netball, the local association is continuing to find ways to promote the sport. Senior player Shakira Colomore says it's important that there are programs specific to junior players.
I think there's a passion for it, but I think we need to do a little bit more groundwork in terms of grassroots, get a lot of females more involved in netball. A lot of females are gravitating toward the football because, it's being advertised and more is being done. So I think us as a netball community would have to do a little bit more in terms of getting a lot of the younger girls into netball. We've been playing for a lot of years. Most of the players on the senior team have been playing more than 20 years. So I think the onus is on us, the players and the association, to get a grassroots program going.
All right, that's the sports news for now. St. Lucian Prime Minister Philip J. Pear is imploring citizens to wear face masks where recommended as the new relaxed COVID-19 protocols take effect. The wearing of masks is now mostly optional, and mass crowd and physical distancing mandates have been removed. However, the government warns against complacency. Details in this report.
St. Lucia recently joined the list of countries that have loosened COVID-19 restrictions. Physical distancing is no more and mask wearing is now optional, except at certain institutions, among them police stations and health services. Prime Minister Philip J. Pear said that the decision was guided by the health experts. He was questioned by journalists ahead of the weekly cabinet meeting on Monday.
Straight from the medical people. We take our advice on protocols from the medical people. I don't have my mask this morning. Taking my advice, they say that we don't have to wear masks in public places, but inside, in offices and in business spaces, it's not mandatory, but it depends on what the owner wants.
And while society is eager to get back to business, Pierre is reminding people that the COVID-19 threat is still very much alive.
Back-to-school spending has increased due to inflation, and wages have not been able to keep up. Parents in Jamaica are being urged to rebuild their financial security. More from TVJ News.
Bags packed,
and off to school. For the first time in almost 3 years, full face-to-face classes are back in session, and the associated costs are hitting parents hard.
Me have two to go to school, and the book list, me I tell you book list gone way up, because she alone at 30,000, the next one at 23,000. So you must know, this year gone way out on. You have to buy a bag, shoes, the book list. Me I tell you, say, it's not easy at all.
Last year, one uniform for 3,000, and this year I make two, and I pay 5,000 for the two.
But with some school items costing as much as 50% more than they did before the pandemic, financial advisor Matthew Fisher says with greater expenses, parents have to find ways to increase and diversify income.
Every nickel, make a muckle. So it doesn't matter the amount of $500 or $1,000, stuff like that. You put aside those amounts on a monthly basis, or even when you can, when you have it available to you. You put aside those, you put it in some investment, you put in a business, and you might never know, over time, it will eventually start earning something for you.
So true. Further afield, Britain's new Prime Minister, Liz Truss, takes power at a time of deep economic uncertainty and multiple international challenges. Al Jazeera has the rest of the details.
The summer has been quiet here at Downing Street, the political attention elsewhere. But as Liz Truss sits behind her desk here at number 10 for the first time, the political tempo accelerates immediately. Urgent issues are screaming for attention. Her inbox is full. The number one priority at number 10 Downing Street is undoubtedly Britain's deepening cost of living crisis, and central to that is the cost of gas and electricity. IMF data says Britain is being hit harder than any other Western European country by massive fuel price rises. In 2021, a typical UK household paid around $1,400 a year for energy. By early next year, an average bill could hit $7,600 a year. It means fuel poverty for millions of people. The new Prime Minister says she has a plan.
It was perhaps slightly naive early on to suggest that somehow you could get through it without there being some form of handout. I would expect very early on that she will come out with a large package that is designed to solve this problem. That will be criticised. Many people will say there are problems with it.
Energy costs are also driving another urgent inbox priority, inflation. In July 2021, inflation in the UK was just 2%. Now it is 10.1%, and one forecast predicts that next year it will rise above 22%.
That is around the globe at this time. Stay with us. We'll remind you of the headlines. A reminder of the headlines. NDC administration pressed to make major decisions as Grenlec reels from losses. Government launches new stimulus package. Former Grenada Tourism Authority chairman calls for regional travel to be urgently addressed. Regionally, St. Lucian Prime Minister Philip J. Pear warns against complacency as COVID protocols are relaxed. Internationally, new British Prime Minister Liz Truss faced with a series of challenges. Plus, in the sports news, netball takes the limelight amidst calls for grassroots development and a deeper focus on the men's game. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.